Okay, this is my trading station or trading command center or whatever the hell I want to call it. But basically, it's a whole bunch of screens that I have that is probably a little bit of overkill. But, like I told somebody, once I start getting screens, it was like peanuts. Once I started, I couldn't stop. But basically, my laptop and this other screen, which I thought had a broken screen at one point, but it turned out not to be broken. So I'm using this as an extension to the laptop. The laptop is also a backup in case something happens to my primary screen, primary computer. My primary stuff, I have a number of things. Right in front of me is my active or matrix or active trader, and what TOS calls it. I have my regular screen with my Trading Concepts Keltner stuff. On the bottom there is the 3-minute tick. Right above that, I'm looking at is what I call my market internals. I have the TOS Advanced Market Breadth, UVOL and DVOL, the volume up, volume down, which is on the far left side of that screen. In the middle is my Advanced Decline. I think Trading Concepts calls it something else, but that's what I call it. Basically, those are my internals. On the right side, up and down, is the NYSE and NASDAQ ticks. So both go. The NYSE stuff is on the bottom, and the NASDAQ stuff is on the top. I tend to look at the NYSE first. That seems to be most responsive to what happens to at least on my stock indices. Follow that pretty truly. Over here on this side, we have my commodity and dollar follow futures or monetary futures, and I'll track that. And what I'm looking at, I just have the Keltner band on that, and that just gives me something, lets me know that something is could be getting into a good trade setup, and I need to start focusing on it. And the same side I have down at the bottom here is the indices, Keltner stuff, which I will be following and seeing if something is coming into either a buy or a sell or whatever. I have the news over here that I can look at, and I have my account information on the upper left. On the bottom there is just the stocks that I'm following. I'm not interested in anything else. Okay, in the center here, I have this is like I said, my trading screen. Over here, what I have is my risk, what I call my risk, which happens, I need to move on that pretty quickly sometimes to determine what my risk is going to be, to let me know precisely how many contracts I can trade based on my net liquidity, net lick, and my the amount of risk. Right now, my risk, as you can see, is I'm only willing to risk about 0.5% right now, and that's going to be my standard when I start trading live. And at the bottom here is just my other screen that if I have need to run a program or scan something or do something like that, I'll go ahead and do that down here. But basically, it's not my focus. My focus is going to be these 4 screens right here. That's what I'm going to be looking at most of the day. The Trading Concepts trading room I find useful sometimes, but sometimes I do find it distracting, and sometimes I'll mute it if I'm getting in or out of a trade. And that's about it, I guess.